What is going on, guys? I am back with part 4 on how to build this colonial style house, and in this video I plan on doing the landscaping around the house, and we might also be doing the interior layout for the first floor of the house. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start out by doing the driveway and the walkway, which is going to be leading to the front door. So you can use whatever wood you would like, but in this case I'm going to be using spruce wood pressure plates, spruce wood, andesite, diorite, gravel, stone buttons, cobblestone, and gravel. Alright, so I'm going to be starting with the spruce wood. We're going to head over here to where the garage doors are. We want to make sure we're lined up with this pillar quartz block here in the corner. And first, I'm going to cut out the hole, as then we'll fill it all in with the spruce wood. So we want to count out, like towards the front, 5 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go in and cut out another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go in, cut out 3. 1, 2, 3. Go in, cut out 2. Then 1, 2, 1, and 2. So I'll go up above and show you. Here, let's go ahead. I'm going to fill all of this in so you guys could count it a little bit easier. I think the wood is a lot easier to see than just a bunch of holes. So I'll go up above. You could pause the video if necessary. And this is what I have as a shape right now. So it starts there at the pillar. So we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Alright, so let's head back where we left off, and we want to skip over to the right of this row of 2 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 7th block, you want to cut out 2, then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, instead of going back in, you want to actually bring it back out and cut out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to fill this in. So once again, it's a lot easier for you to see. So as of right now, just make sure you have a shape like that. So we have 6 spaces in between that row of 2 and that row of 2. So that we have 2, 1, 2, 4, and 5. So I'll go up above, pause the video if necessary, and it looks like that. Okay, let's head back off where we left off again. So we want to be at the corner of this space of 5. We want to head back in, cut out 4, go back in, cut out 3, in, cut out 2, go in again, cut out 1. Now we're going to be pushing this kind of like towards the house. So you could cut out 2, go diagonal from the corner of that, cut out 3, go diagonal the corner of that, and cut out 4 until you just reach that wall. I'm going to fill this in. I'll go all the way up above so you guys could see the entire shape. So this is going to be the walkway and the driveway. Keep in mind, I'm going to have like a little garden area, like kind of like in front of that window there. So it's going to add a little bit of a round shape there to make the overall shape for the driveway and the walkway a lot better. But let's see. I guess I'll go hover over this section first. So you can pause the video right now if necessary. And then I'll head on over here so you guys could get that little bit. And now this side is looking like this. Alright, now this is where we're going to be using our spruce pressure plates. So I guess I'll head back up where we started. And I just want to cover all of these tops of this spruce wood. So there we go. Now that you have that, we officially have those shapes taken care of and done. Okay, let's go ahead and start shaping out the little garden area that I mentioned that we're going to have right here. So you just want to make sure you're lined up with this pillar here on the corner once again. And we want to just count or like cut out 4 blocks towards the front. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now go towards the right from the corner of that. Cut out 2, then 1. Now you want to go to the right 3. Go back in, cut out 1, then 2, and now 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I guess let me go ahead, fill this in so you guys can see it a lot easier. I'll go up above. You can count the blocks, pause the video if necessary. So there we go. So it's 4, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4. Now I'm going to cover this up with spruce pressure plates. Alright, there we go. So now we have the shape for that little garden area that we plan on having there. But the main purpose of it is just to give a better shape for the walkway and the driveway. Okay guys, now as you can see, I'm right here where this curve is. So we have the balcony, and then I'm all the way at the right side where this curve is. So I want to make sure I go at the corner of this space of 2. So we're going to start right here, and we want to count towards the right 2, or like cut out 2, go diagonal out, cut out 3, go out again, cut out 4, go back in, cut out 3, go back in, cut out another 2, and then 1, and we'll go ahead and leave it there for right now. So let's see, I'll fill this in. So we started right here at this space of 2. So we have the 4, the 3, and then right here on the 2, we went from the corner. We have 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'll go up above. You can see it a lot easier. It just looks like that as of right now. Okay, let's head back where we left off. So we left off at this space of 1. Now we want to go from the corner of that, cut out 2. Go from the corner of that, cut out 3. Then 4. Now we want to cut out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to fill all of this in. So we have 6 here. Then 4, 3, and 2. So we started right there at the corner of that 1. So we have 2, 3, 4, and 6. Okay, guys, after the 6, you want to go back in from the corner of that and cut out 4. Then go back in, cut out 3. In again, then cut out 2. 1. Now you kind of want to turn, cut out 2. And then 2 more, and you should meet up with this back corner here. Let's fill all of these holes in with spruce wood facing upward. And then we could cover up all of these spruce wood blocks with spruce pressure plates. Alright, there we go. And I believe that is going to be all of the shapes for the driveway and the walkway, as well as this is going to be a big garden area, and then we have a smaller garden area there. And yeah, I think that's it for all of the shapes. So we could go ahead and I guess just start filling all of this in. Okay guys, let's start by filling in the driveway and the walkway. So that's why we have this andesite, diorite, cobblestone stairs, stone buttons, cobblestone, and gravel. So we're just going to be doing a random pattern with all of these blocks. So for now, I'm just going to be cutting out first this concrete here, and then all of the grass within the driveway and the walkway. For now, let's just not really worry about the space in between all of the garden areas. Let's just focus on the walkway and the driveway. So like I said, I'm going to be cutting out all of the blocks within the shape that we cut out. Alright guys, I'm just now getting finished with all of that grass that I just cut out. And be sure to get underneath these windows right here, as well as this doorway. So just those like 5 blocks underneath there. Alright, so from up above, it looks like this. It's all just empty. And to make this as easy as possible, instead of just placing each block one at a time, I'm just going to completely fill all of this in with andesite. Then we'll just cut out a bunch of random holes and finish filling it in with the rest of the blocks we're going to be using. So, like I said, once again, I am going to be using the Potion of Swiftness, And I'm going to just start by filling in all of this space with andesite. Okay guys, I just now finished up by filling in all of this space with andesite. Now, I'm just going to go around and cut out a bunch of random holes every once in a while. And I guess we'll start doing the diorite first. So all of these holes I'm cutting out right now is going to be filled in with diorite. Okay, I just now finished up with the first mixture like that. So that's all of the diorite. Now I'm going to go through and I guess I'll start using the cobblestone now. So the same concept, just a bunch of random holes everywhere, and we're going to be filling this in with cobblestone. Alright, there we go. Now I did the cobblestone. I think it's pretty good. Now, I guess we'll go ahead and do the gravel. After that, we'll do the cobblestone stairs, then the stone buttons. So once again, cutting out all of these like random holes, and I'm going to be filling this in with gravel. Okay guys, I'm just now finishing up with the gravel. And I think I got it all. Yep, we should be good. Alright, so now with the cobblestone stairs, I'm just going to go in a few spaces here and there. So I put a row of 2 there. And I'll put maybe 1 right there. I'll put 1 right there. Just cut out a bunch of random holes again. And you can curve them like that. So now that looks like an L shape. So I'm just going to go around and do this. And then we could go around with just a few buttons. We don't want to overdo it with the buttons to where it looks weird. So we're just going to have a few buttons. And then that's going to be all of the texture for this driveway and walkway. Alright guys, I think I did all of the stairs. I think that should be pretty good. Don't want to overdo it with the stairs either. Now let's do the finishing touch. This is going to be with the stone buttons just every once in a while. So let's see, maybe just one more here and here. Let's put one here in the middle. Alright, and then we'll have a couple on this side. And then just finish it off with the walkway here. So one here and maybe just one near the door. And I think that should be pretty good. Alright, so there we go. Let me go ahead and get rid of this potion now. Whoops. Don't need that anymore. Well, I guess we do still. Yeah, I guess I'll keep the potion for right now. So, whoops. The next thing I'm going to do is actually grab... Here, let me clear my inventory. We don't need that stuff anymore. Let me go ahead and grab the potion of swiftness again really quick. And now we want coarse dirt and podzol. Okay, so those are the 2 blocks we're going to be using just for right now. So this section here, we're going to cut out all of the space within this shape. And I'll just start with the podzol. I was thinking the coarse dirt was a podzol and the podzol is a coarse dirt for some reason. So yeah, I'll start with the podzol. And just fill this all in, similar to the way that we had the andesite. Okay, and now I'm just going to cut out a bunch of random spaces and fill this in with coarse dirt. Alright, there we go. Let's add a little bit more so it's kind of more evened out. Let's see, one is there. I think that's pretty good now. So we have that textured up. Now, I'm going to head over to this shape. I'm going to cut out all of the grass and the concrete within here. Fill it all in with podzol and then just do the random mixture with the coarse dirt once again. Okay guys, so I went around and finished up the texture for this section here. Now we could actually start doing all of the flowers and the actual landscape work. We're going to have a big tree right here. And then after we do all of that, we can head to the backyard. We just have some strips of green and lime terracotta to act as mowed grass. And then we have to do the patio space for the little covered porch area. But as of right now, just make sure... Let me actually go ahead and just get rid of this potion for right now. Don't really need it. And just make sure the front of the house is looking like this as of right now. Alright guys, so as you can see, I gathered up the flowers I'm going to be using. So these 4 here. Then I also grabbed some oak leaves, melons, and then an oak sapling, a block of glass, and bone meal. You'll see what these 3 here are going to be used for here in a second. But first, I guess I'll just start with the bigger flowers first. That's normally what I do. Actually, first, I actually want to have a bush here in the middle. So I'm just going to place a bunch of random oak leaves. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to place all of the bigger flowers. So I think about 3 for this section for that flower would be pretty good. Then we got the red rose bush. Okay. We'll go ahead and place some of these. Alright, that's pretty good. And then blue orchids. Normally what I do is just completely fill in every little space. And I would get a bunch of grass and just completely fill in the remaining space. But what I'm going to do is just place a couple melons. Like that. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to completely fill in the rest of the spaces. I think how it looks right there should be just fine. Now I'm going to do the same thing for this section over here. So I guess here, I almost forgot, I do want to show you the bushes real quick. I was just going to go ahead and start placing all of the flowers. But I guess we could have a bush right around here. That's pretty good, actually. Let's fill that in. There we go. Now I'll have maybe another one here. And then one more at the back side, so we have 3 in total on this side. Alright, that's pretty good. And then I would say, yeah, one more right around here. Alright, hang on. And let's see, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm just going to place a bunch of random flowers and melons. And then we'll get to the big tree that we plan on having here. So let me go ahead and just start finishing up with all of these flowers. Okay guys, I'm finishing up with the flowers right now. I think that's pretty good. To me, it does look a little bit empty. I'm not sure if I did anything else. Let me check over here. Yeah, that's how I had it over here. Okay, I guess it's good. Does it have to be completely filled in? Alright, yeah, I actually think it looks a lot better when it's like this instead of completely filled in. Let me go over here and see what I did. Alright, I did the same thing here. I just used a little bit of different flowers. But normally what I would do is just completely fill in every single space. Any space remaining, I would use grass. And then it would just look almost entirely grass. So I thought it looked too much. I think this looks fine. Okay, so now let me just, clear my inventory so we don't have all those flowers in there. Let me just gather up all of those blocks that we had before again. So the oak sapling, a bone meal, and then a glass block. Okay, and then I'm also going to grab oak wood to make a better shape with the tree. So let's see, let me hurry up and save my game just in case if I don't get the tree I want, I could just load it straight back up. So I'll place a tree, I would say right around here. Okay, then I want a glass block, diagonal, but up 1 block in the air like that, so from the corner. Then we're going to use bone meal. And we got lucky and got a big tree our first try. Alright, so let me go ahead and delete that block. And let me see what the shape looks like. So normally when I see oak wood like this, let me grab some oak leaves. I forgot to grab those. Be sure to grab some oak leaves. And I just like to patch up any oak wood that I see remaining still. And I just like to make the shape of the tree just overall look better. Because sometimes when the trees spawn randomly like this, they just don't look too good. So I just like to beefing it up and round it so it looks more natural. So in this case, there's a big chunk missing here. So I'll just push all of this out. And actually, that right there looks pretty good. So just slight adjustments just to make it look a little bit better. Alright, how's that? Let's fill in this section. And you know what? I think that is pretty good. Alright, let's actually cover up this little patch here. Okay, how's that look? I think that's pretty good. So now here at the bottom, the reason why we grabbed is the oak wood. Let me just delete some of the flowers around here. And I just like to beefen up the trunk a little bit, so it just looks a lot more natural. It's not just one little trunk. It just doesn't really look right to me. So that might actually be too much. Let me see. Whoops. So we just want a few blocks down here. So maybe one right there, there, and then we'll add 2 here. Maybe one extra one coming out at the side there. And you know what? I think I'll just leave it like that. So that's pretty good. Okay, guys. So I think that's basically going to be it for the front yard. We still have this concrete here, but I'm just going to leave that until we get the backyard done, and then we'll go through and just delete all of this concrete that we still have here remaining. But I believe that's everything for the front. So now we're going to head to the back. We just have to fill in the little patio space here, and then just some lime and green terracotta for mowed grass. I also plan on doing the grill and a little table with chairs wrapped around it for the patio space. And then that's going to be it for this video. I'm actually not going to be doing the interior. We'll just leave that for part 5. Alright guys, so we're going to start doing the patio space, and I gathered up all the blocks that we use for the driveway and walkway at the front side of the house. So andesite, cobblestone, stone buttons, cobblestone stairs, gravel, and diorite. So what I'm going to do is just start maybe right underneath this pillar, this like fence here. And I just want to cut out a strip towards the back side of the house. And then I'll just make a rectangular shape like this. Alright, so we just turned right at the corners of where the fences are. Now we can cut out all of the space in between, or within this shape. And to make sure to get like underneath this doorway here, underneath all of the glass. Continue cutting out the rest of this grass, or this dirt, I guess. And we're just going to be doing the same concept that we did at the front. So I'll first fill all of this in with diorite. Andesite, and then I'll go back through and just do all of the random texture. Okay, I filled it all in with andesite. Now let's just cut out a bunch of random holes and fill these in with diorite. Alright, I would say that's pretty good. It might be a little bit weird there. There we go. And maybe one more here. We don't want too much because this space isn't that big. We still got to be able to fit in all of the other blocks. Okay. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to possibly just switch to my cobblestone. Cut out some more spaces and fill it in. Alright, now I'm going to switch to my gravel, and once again, just cut out some holes. I'm just going to hurry up and just fill them in like this. Might be a little bit easier for a smaller section, like this. Okay, how's that? Maybe get another one there. Okay, now, let's see. We still have the cobblestone stairs and the buttons, but I am going to have a grill. A grill on that side and a table here. So we'll do that first, and then we'll add the buttons. So let me just clear this. So we want a block of cobblestone stairs, some cobblestone slabs, I believe. Yes, cobblestone slabs, iron trap doors, 2 furnaces, a cobblestone wall, and I believe that is everything. So I'm going to start over here, and I'm just going to go make sure I have 1 block of space in between this fence and the grill we're going to have here. So get some cobblestone, place 2 blocks like that. Then here we're going to place cobblestone stairs on each side, and then we're going to curve them in. Okay, so it forms a shape like that. The 2 spaces here in the middle, we're going to fill in with 2 furnaces. Then 2 cobblestone slabs towards the back sides of the furnaces. Then 2 iron trap doors on top of the furnaces. And then a cobblestone wall here on the side for maybe some of the heat to go out. And there we go. One little extra thing we could do is possibly add a flower pot to make it look like it's a cup. So that's something you could do, or whatever your imagination could possibly think of. Just think of it as whatever this flower pot is. Okay, and now for the table here, I'll just clear my inventory again. We want white concrete, I guess, and we'll use quartz stairs. And then I'm also going to grab weighted pressure plates, wherever they may be, and then some more flower pots. Okay, so I'm going to place maybe so we'll place 4 blocks right here. I think that's pretty good. So 2 spaces away from that wall, 2 spaces away from this concrete that I had here. Now in each corner of this table, I want to place a quartz stair. So they're just wrapped around like that. Then we can have maybe some pressure plates and buttons, or not buttons, flower pots to act as cups once again. Now we could grab our stone buttons again and our cobblestone stairs, and we could just finish up with the texture. So maybe we could have some stairs right there, maybe 1 there, here. We'll put 2 on this side, and maybe an L-shaped one here. And I think that's pretty good. I'm trying to remember, did I have... Okay, yeah, I did have it like that. I was thinking I had the barbecue, the grill, like over there. I guess either way, you can have it over there or over there if you want. Maybe shift the table over to the front of the door. It's all up to you. And then I'm going to place some buttons. Okay. And I think that's pretty good. So there we go. We did the little patio space here at the back. Now I'm going to grab green... Wait a second. Where is it? Green terracotta and lime terracotta. We're going to start doing the lines for mowed grass. And then we are done. Now, the last thing we have left to do is the shape for the yard here in the backyard. And we're going to be filling in the shape with lime and green terracotta. So I'm going to start over here at the left side of the building, right here at the corner, lined up with this pillar. I want to cut out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. Then 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there we go. We have just that curve. So it starts out with 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. Now I want to head over here to the right-hand corner. And we'll start with 3, then 2, 1, 2, 3, and then I would say 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. That's perfect. That's literally exactly how that one is over there. So I'll go up above, and I guess you guys can get the overall shape. If it's not exactly identical to mine, it doesn't really matter. As long as you kept it within the dimensions for the build, for like the plot size, then you should be good. Okay, so I guess I'll start over here. And we want the lines going like up in, like back and forth in this direction, not in that direction. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to cut out 2 spaces here, just going towards like this corner of the building. And I'll start with, I guess, green terracotta. And I want to fill in these 2 spaces with a strip like this. Okay, there we go. Now I'll switch to the lime. Right next to that, we'll cut out another 2 rows. And we're going to be filling this in with the lime, like I said. So now it kind of just looks like mowed grass in my opinion. I think it looks pretty good. It's normally what I do, but for anybody who's new, then this is what I do. Okay, so now I'm going to do 2 rows of green, 2 rows of lime, 2 rows of green, 2 rows of lime until I reach the edge. And if we leave off with just 1 row of green or 1 row of lime, then that'll be fine. So I'll show you what I mean here in a second if that does happen. But I'm going to finish just cutting out all of this and filling this in with the pattern. Alright guys, I'm just now finishing up with all of these strips of lime and green terracotta. And it looks like we are going to be leaving off with 1 strip of green. So let me fill in this little row here. And then this last strip, like I said, it's just going to be with green. And that should be fine. So from up above, it looks like this. And I guess I'll use my potion. And I'm going to finish cutting out the rest of this blue concrete. And then we have like the entire exterior of the house done, along with the landscaping around the building. Okay guys, so that's going to be it for part 4 on how to build this colonial style house. And if this did help you, be sure to please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in part 5. Later.